Are you ready to make 2024 your year? Well, how you answer these next questions will greatly influence what you're going to make of this year. Tony Robbins has said that the quality of a person's life depends on the quality of the questions they ask themselves. And so today I wanted to take a few minutes with you to ask you some really potent questions, and I'm going to invite you to let me know in the comments what your answers were, and let's have a little conversation together. So question number 1, what do you need to stop doing? Now, this is a really powerful question. What do you need to stop doing currently right now in your life? See, the thing is you cannot let your emotions dictate the behaviors and the actions that you're gonna take. And so I'm gonna invite you, as you're answering this question, I really want you to reflect on where in your life have you allowed your emotions to dictate the behaviors / actions that you take in your life. And I want you to understand that your emotions are simply meant to be felt. We can't intellectualize emotions, we can only feel emotions. And at the same time, I want you to learn how to just be with them without letting them become your identity and make the decisions for you. And so as you're asking yourself this question, what do I need to stop doing? I want you to reflect and see, are there any patterns around how you've allowed your emotions to really just influence and impact how you show up in your life with the decisions, behaviors, and actions you take. Question number 2, what do you need to keep doing? So what are you doing that is working for you? Are you nurturing your relationships? Are you nurturing your finances? Are you nurturing yourself? What do you need to keep doing? Because this is what we want to keep doing in 2024, and perhaps you want to amplify it a little bit more, but whatever you're doing and you feel really good in doing right now in 2024, the things that you're doing currently in your life that you want to keep doing because they feel good to you, I'm going to invite you to keep doing. So write that out as well. Question number 3, what do you need to start doing? Here is where the rubber meets the road. What do you need to start doing? Because I'm going to ask you, where in your life do you keep saying, I'm gonna get to this then, I'm gonna get to this then? And I'm gonna ask you to really just put it down, write it down. What do you know you need to start doing? The truth of the matter is, if you're able to try to future pace, this is a term we use in neuro-linguistic programming, where you try to see a future version of yourself. So the things that you're doing currently, you want them to really match with what a future version of you is going to be proud of. And so sometimes we want to do things that our future self might not agree with. And sometimes we don't want to do things that our future self is like, come on, let's go, you know? And so when you're going through this question, try to really visualize another version of you, perhaps 5-10 years from now, and see what that version of you would want you to start doing right now. That might help you answer this question from a more empowered place. And again, we're just going to breathe through it, because sometimes when we're working through really deep questions and we're contemplating and we're trying to understand different levels of ourselves, things could come up, and that's okay. I'm going to invite you to just take a deep breath and just work through it. Here's a harsh truth that I'm gonna add to that. Sometimes we think that we're doing a lot of self-care when actually all we're doing is self-soothing. So as you go through these questions, just be kind with yourself. This is not to beat your human up, but it is to make you feel more empowered by seeing the pattern. We can't change what we don't know. We have to be able to see it to change it. And so once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it, and then you'll be more in your power. Just tap into that main character energy for 2024. And I want to give you one last piece of advice. Sometimes we get really stuck on the fear of things that we're gonna have to lose, or we feel like we're gonna lose something. So this tends to happen a lot when we're tapping into any kind of habit stacking or behavior changes in our lives, and we kind of get the mindset switch focused on what we're going to be losing versus what we get to gain. And so as you're working through this process, try to remind yourself that even though it might look like you're, by all those activities and things that you said you would want to stop doing, or would be a requirement for a future version of yourself, you're gonna try to do it from a place of knowing that there is so much more that you're gonna gain. And so I'm curious to see what comes up for you. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and share it out with your friends. If you hit that notification bell, you'll be the first to know when I drop new content and more videos like this. As always, be brave, be bold, be you.